Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Wolf, 96Boards Community Manager and Engineer.
And I'm Syed Saroop. I'm the Application Engineer at 96Boards.
This is Manimaran Sadasivam, Applications Engineer at 96Boards.
And in this video, we're going to be talking about the 96Boards Enterprise Edition Oxalis board by Systart, sold by Arrow. We're joined by a bunch of people who took part in making this board happen. And so with that being said, if you are interested in skipping straight to the Arrow website and purchasing this board, you can go visit the description below to explore the different resources and to explore the 96Boards ecosystem. So let's get to know all the people who made this board happen. All right, now let's hear from Michael and Andreas from Systart.
My name is Michael. I'm the founder of the Systart. Currently, we are a team of 40 people. My personal focus is the development of hardware and the programming of microcontrollers. In the last 3 years, we got a lot of inquiries regarding secure data transmission and remote control. Therefore, we built up a Linux development team. My colleague Andreas here is head of the team.
Hi, my name is Andreas. I've studied computer science here in Munich. And I've been a citizen of the Linux world for just about 15 years. I did a lot of robotics in university, and after that I was a sysadmin and network administrator, and I encrypted and wired a lot of networks together. And now, with that background, I'm building here together with Systart a team for Linux development, and we're specializing in secure data transmission and remote control.
All right, let's hear from Attila at Arrow.
Hi, my name is Attila Ambrush. I'm a program manager at Arrow Electronics as part of the Engineering Solutions Center. My responsibilities are the 96Boards program and the System on Module program. In the 96Boards program, I'm also covering the partnership with the third parties, where we are creating the new boards, the new ideas, and also I'm responsible for all the digital content upload and software uploads that can be used for the customers to play and use the boards that we are creating.
Sounds good. Let's talk to Chris Shore now from ARM.
Hi, my name's Chris Shore. My business card says that I'm Director of Embedded Solutions in the Automotive and IoT Business Group at ARM. I've been with ARM for over 19 years, based in Cambridge in the UK. Before that, I was a software guy. At ARM, I've spent 15 years running ARM's customer training operation. And that was a fantastic privilege. I got to meet thousands of engineers doing really cool things with ARM technology. So I've seen a lot of good stuff, and it's great to see a lot more new stuff coming out. Great to be here.
Perfect, that was excellent. Let's talk with Jeff from NXP.
Hi, my name is Jeff Steinheider. I'm a director for global product marketing for industrial segment for our applications processors. And in that role, I cover our i.MX line, Layerscape line, as well as i.MX RT, and how those are used with industrial customers. NXP has multiple product lines with microprocessors, the Layerscape and i.MX, that are used in a variety of different applications and market segments, such as infrastructure, industrial, IoT, consumer, and healthcare. And I help support those, and in particular cover product marketing for the LS1012, which we'll be talking about today.
So Attila, you are representing the 96Boards section within Arrow. Could you tell us a little bit more about Arrow's involvement with 96Boards and how you work together with the 96Boards ecosystem?
Yes, of course. Mainly the idea was behind joining the 96Boards, that as Arrow became more and more like a solution provider to our customers and not only a distributor, we tried to make more and more custom boards and reference designs to our customers from our suppliers, And for this, we were looking for a standardized way. And 96Boards give us the perfect platform for this. I mean, we have also the same shields what we can use for the different ARM processors. So it's very good that we can make the same environments and the same systems for different core devices, which makes it really efficient to compare and to distribute the same story with every partners.
Yeah, so Arrow also launched a new campaign page for 96Boards talking about this standardization and all the boards that are available through Arrow. You can visit that campaign by checking out the link that we have in the description below. It's the 96Boards Arrow campaign page. So Attila, awesome to hear about the 96Boards ecosystem and how much Arrow is involved in it. I see you have the Oxalis in front of you. This is a new board, right? And this is what we're going to talk about?
Yep, that's right. So here is the Oxalis board. It's a really interesting board. That was the first one for the Enterprise Edition specification. One more really interesting part of this design, that it was designed to have a carrier board separately with the core part. And this is very interesting because we can change the SOM part of the carrier board, and we can adjust anything other boards, and we use the same carrier board. And also the customers can take this as it is and design their own carrier board, which is really a good way to reduce the designing efforts in the new project. So for this idea, we were looking for a really good partner who can support us in a very good way to have everything done, and it was Systart from Germany.
Well, luckily we have Michael and Andreas on the call here, so we can talk to them about their efforts in designing the Oxalis.
So hi, this is our high-end communication board based on the NXP LS1012. It's very important for us because it's very, very small sized, the SOM, and it has a very low power consumption. And so we need this for remote control and secure data transmission. And we have a lot of inquiries of our customers, and therefore we built this system.
Okay, strategically, this board completes our portfolio of Linux embedded systems to the high end in terms of communication capabilities. So, in this form factor, it is with the setup of the SOM and the baseboard. It is also a really good development platform.
All right, so this is the Oxalis board from Systart, and this board actually follows the 96Boards Enterprise Edition platform. On this board, there are two things. One is the SOM board, and another one is the carrier board. So both boards are filled with a lot of peripherals. Some of the notable ones are the onboard USB to UART interface, which is used for debugging. And we also got 4 LEDs, that's the standard LEDs following the specification of 96Boards Enterprise Edition. And we also got the micro SD card connector in it, which is used for the storage medium. And we also got 2 gigabit Ethernet ports for the network support. And there are 2 stackable USB 3.0 ports available, so that you can actually do some more storage support on this board. Along with that, there is one more SATA port available, so that can be used for connecting the HDDs, etc. And for the input power, we got 2 connector, and one is used for the power connector, and another one is the barrel standard DC connector. And apart from that, we also got the standard low-speed expansion connector available on the carrier board. At the bottom of the board, we have one standalone connector, which is the PCIe connector. So that's actually used for connecting the external PCIe endpoints to this board. So when we are looking at the SOM board, we got the QSPI flash in it. That's used for storing the bootloader. And then we also got the Optica TPM 1.2 module in it, which can be used for securing your firmware, etc., and also for the chain of trust. Apart from that, we also have the standard DDR 1 gigabyte of memory. We also have the SoC in it, which is the LS1012A from NXP.
Okay, the great thing about having this SOM and pairing it with the LS1012A is that this really allows our end customers to quickly go to market while still exposing a lot of the flexibility and the capabilities of the LS1012A. The LS1012A SoC has integrated NXP's trust architecture, which allows you to create secure platforms and securely connect those to the cloud, which is really important for today's IoT applications as well as edge computing. This allows you to authenticate these devices, ensure that they will only run trusted firmware, as well as provide encrypted connections back to a cloud service. They expose the dual gigabit Ethernet ports that are available on the LS1012, as well as the SATA interface, which for IoT type applications can be used to store lots of IoT data that's collected out in the field. This device is extremely low power, in the 1 to 2 watt range, owing to the single A53 core from ARM. And then, of course, we have integrated with it a DDR controller, flash interface, as well as a micro SD interface, which has been brought out through the Oxalis board. This device has been incredibly flexible and gone into a number of different applications, including communications infrastructure, a number of different industrial and IoT gateways. We've even gone into consumer devices where it's about connecting high-speed data through storage devices and connecting those to Ethernet communications.
Yeah, I've always heard a lot of praise about, you know, NXP and their ability to go path to product with their SoC, their chipsets. And I mean, teamed up with Arrow, using this as a development platform, I can imagine that, you know, the potential is very high and the possibilities are endless. So very nice to hear, you know, the collaboration together with this chipset.
And one thing is great at the moment is to see so many ARM-based boards, so many different performance points and form factors and capabilities coming out. And this particular one is really nice to see. The Cortex-A53 is a great choice for a board like this. It's designed as a high-efficiency, high-processing power core. It's a good balance between the two. It has 32-bit, 64-bit instruction set support. It has floating point built in. It has vector processing built into the instruction set. That's the Neon extension to the architecture. And the great thing about Neon is being architectural, it's totally standardized. So it's well supported by open source software, by all the tool chains. It's a really mature instruction set now. And Cortex-A53, in fact, if you want to know, is actually the most widely shipped Cortex-A processor that we do. So it's massively well supported in the industry. This particular processor is shipped just shy of 2 billion units since it came out. So it's very, very popular. And we see it shipping into automotive, edge compute, gateways, flight control, smart TV, mobile, single board computers. It's so versatile. It's got a massive number of applications. And this NXP implementation is a really nice implementation of that core. It's a lovely high 1 gigahertz clock speed. You see they've integrated 32K L1 caches. They've got a 256K L2 cache, which gives you fantastic memory performance. They've got a DDR controller on there. They've got on-chip SRAM. And that set of peripherals they've put on it, that communication capability is just like wow. The Ethernet, USB, UART, I2C, SPI, you know, you can go on forever. The sort of combination of peripherals on there is absolutely fantastic. Makes it really versatile, gives it a fantastic range of use cases. So I think what you've got here is you've got a winning combination of a great core, you've got fantastic peripheral set, you've got a really nice flexible form factor that we've seen people showing today, and you've got a massive base of tools and open source software. So, you know, it's really a winning combination.
Well, there you have it. You know, Chris from ARM, Jeff from NXP, Michael and Andreas from Systart, and Attila from Arrow, all summarizing the amazing technologies that have gone into the Oxalis Enterprise Edition 96 boards. This is actually very cool. I'm very excited to. I haven't plugged one in myself yet, but I'm very excited to play with one. This is awesome. So hearing all of you talk about the Oxalis and all of the amazing things it does, the specification and all of the different features that it offers, I'm kind of curious, interested in knowing what you would build with the Oxalis if you had one on your desk, which some of you do. But let's start off maybe with, you, Chris. If you had an Oxalis on your table right now, what would you build with it?
Yeah, okay. I don't build things on my desk, but I know a lot of people who do. I think actually a better question to ask about this particular board is given the great set of peripherals it has and the massive set of connectivity options it has, is what can't you build with it? I think that's a much better question.
What can't you build? There you go. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. I would be excited to see someone come up with some form of, actually, let's skip, before I start throwing out my ideas, let's see if anyone else has any other ideas. Thank you, Chris. What about you, Jeff?
So just to maybe put forward a couple of applications that we see from customers as you go into the IoT world, and if you need security and high reliability with this part, we see a lot of people creating kind of remote access, connecting remote USB devices using the PCIe to connect that to Wi-Fi, running high-speed data and cross-connecting USB to Ethernet, Ethernet to Wi-Fi. So there's all these applications now with IoT that are about connecting devices with high data throughput and really connecting those securely and having the security on the chip to make sure that those end devices can't be compromised. So that's a big application area that we see. And then, of course, anything where you're trying to move high-speed data, wireless to wireline. This is a growing area as we see more and more devices starting to use Wi-Fi and needing that gigabit Ethernet performance and capability.
Awesome. Now, someone we haven't heard from so far in this particular video is Sahaj. So Sahaj, I know you don't have an Oxalis yet, but hopefully you will get one day. And when you do, what might we see you build for the 96Boards community?
So it's not secret. We've been working with the modular gateway side of things for a while, and I think this is one of the better suited boards for it. As Jeff said, a lot of people connect USB and other sort of peripherals to it and use it sort of as a firewall or a gateway. So run Mozilla gateway on it, the IoT gateway, connect all your IoT stuff through in your local network, and then the board itself acts as a physical gateway and a firewall between that and the internet. And so you have remote control over your IoT devices, and it would be fun to see how the Mozilla gateway framework runs on it and what we can do with it. So yeah, a lot of network throughput available, a lot of peripherals to connect Zigbee and other stuff to it. This would be interesting to do.
So now this might be out in left field, but Sahaj mentioning that he might be interested in building something around Mozilla IoT. There has been work going on with 96Boards, Fedora, and Mozilla IoT. So I was talking with you, Mani. I think you were talking about possibly doing some work with Fedora on the Oxalis. Is this something that you're able to talk about?
Oh yeah, so I just want to quickly try out booting the Fedora F29 image on this Oxalis board. I did try to, this board is already supporting the U-boot, and that's the vendor U-boot from Freescale or NXP. So that got the UEFI support built in. So I just tried to quickly test that UEFI support on U-boot, and it just worked straight away. I was quite surprised because usually we need to tweak something in the configuration and all in order to boot the UEFI. But the work was very minimal, and currently it's able to boot into Grab, and there is a little bit of work required to boot the Fedora image out of the box. And yeah, I would say it's very easy to do the work with this board.
Excellent. And I think last but not least, actually we have two more people, but Michael and Andreas, what about you? I know you have your team of engineers, company, 40 people. When you start working with the Oxalis, is there any projects that your team is working on, or something that you'll be eventually showcasing?
I'm sort of itching about building a USB gadget with it. using the low power consumption and the high data throughput. And or maybe a battery powered NAS, something in that direction. If it will be host or client on the USB side, I'm not sure yet.
Nice. What about you, Michael?
So the Systart is an engineering bureau. So it's always a surprise, the wishes of our customers. So we are able to build all kinds of stuff with this board. And I think it's like getting Christmas. So we will see what our customers will need, and we can offer them a nice solution.
Excellent. And I think now we are last but not least, but Attila, I know Arrow has a lot of FAEs, field application engineers. So, engineers out in the field getting projects or using projects to showcase these boards. What's something that you might like to see, or something that you might build yourself or hope that someone builds with this board so that, we can show the full capabilities of it?
Yes, so actually a lot of topic was covered by you, a lot of ideas. But I was thinking about the low power consumption. So this would be a perfect gateway for those industrial environments when the heat it can be a real problem. And because of the low heat generation, is the perfect fit for those industrial environments when you need a really big data throughput, but the thermal design is really limited in that environment. So I would think about some IoT gateway in rugged environments.
I always end up bringing this up at some point, but that would be a perfect use case for my little solar powered kit.
Yep,
you put that out in the sun to charge the kit. It's a little handheld kit. Eventually it gets very hot. Not only that, you're powering off the sun with a small solar panel, small batteries. You want it to be lightweight. And so you need low power consumption. It seems that this board might be the perfect fit for collecting data out on the field and then simultaneously providing it to me wherever I am in the world. So that's something maybe I'll explore later. Excellent. That was great. Thank you so much for sharing all of your use cases. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else that you would like to add now around your companies or the work that you are doing independent of Oxalis, or of course with Oxalis?
So thank you for all the audience who were together with us during this video podcast. Only thing what I want to add is that any further question that you may have, you can find more information on the arrow.com page, which is a campaign page dedicated to the Oxalis board. So you can find everything there. Also, how to get the image for the board and how to get started with this. Thank you.
Excellent. And so with that, I would like to also add that in the description of this video down below, you will find not only the resources that Attila just spoke about, but also all sorts of other URLs and information about the partners that we spoke with today, including NXP, Systart, and ARM. Feel free to explore the 96boards.org website and all of the things that the 96boards ecosystem has to offer. Don't forget to check out the Oxalis and also visit us on 96boards.org/open hours for any other open source technical conversations. Please stay tuned for more videos in the 96boards YouTube. And if you aren't already subscribed, click that subscribe button. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you everyone on the call. Appreciate it. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.